Sure. Hey Marty, how you doing?
I'm good, Miss Callis. I'm ready to talk.
That's great. I'm so glad.
Yeah.
So, what are one of the things we talked about? What your voice needs to sound like when we talk? Does it need to be calm?
Calm.
Very
I
good.
need to be calm.
Very good.
I am calm now.
And when I ask you a question, I need you to answer it and then just stop. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you mean you don't want me to tell stories?
Right. Right. Think you can do that?
Probably.
I think you can too, because we've had some great conversations, and you do a lot of good contributing class. So, what was I worried about in class the other day?
Well, you were worried because, well, can I be honest?
Yes.
I thought you were picking on me, and then I got really mad, and I said F you like that, and then walked out of the room. And so you're worried that I was cussing. You're worried that I was disrespectful. Probably worried that I left the classroom, but you might have been a little bit happy about that. So that's probably what you were worried about.
Sounds like you got a lot of good reasons to feel like I was being unfair.
Yeah, because Miss Callis, I don't mean to be unkind, but it's even like you say my name more often than anybody else's, and sometimes I'm not the only one doing it.
You know what? I don't want you to get in trouble because you feel like things are unfair.
I don't want to be in trouble either, but then you keep saying my name all the time.
So, can you let me help you to not get in trouble when you think things are
I don't
unfair?
know, because my therapist, she said that I probably need more medicine. I just got to throw that in, man.
That has come up. That has come
Yes.
up.
I don't know if you can even help me, but I wish somebody would.
So, when I okay, so when you feel like things are unfair, or you feel like the adults are being unfair, would it be better for you to say, I feel like this feels unfair, or to yell out?
What's going to be better?
Which is going to be better?
It's going to be better to say this feels unfair.
And let me go back one and ask you, when you think things are unfair, you think the adults are being unfair, do you make things better or do you make things worse?
Almost always worse. My mom said I'm just like my dad.
So I don't want you to get in trouble that way. I want to stop for just a second and let you know. I did not go in that exact order. Did you hear that? I kind of went back to the other ones. So this processing, the order that you go in is not as important as the intention that you have in every question that you ask for a student. So don't feel like if I don't get this all straight that I've done it wrong. It's really about the intention. So I'm glad that you're going to let me help you. Okay?
Yeah, I want help.
So
Can I tell you what my teacher did in elementary?
is it something to do with your behavior?
Yeah.
Help you? Okay.
She was my favorite teacher ever. I loved her, but she took early retirement. I guess they said it was like stress related or something. I don't know, but she had me like every day. I had to come in and I had to talk to her about if I thought things were unfair, what I would say, and I did really good. Like I got a lot better. But then she retired in January, and then the sub. Oh my God. That was so bad. The sub was so bad. I saw her the other day in this building too.
So it sounds like that your teacher, what grade was it?
That was 5th grade.
Okay. It sounds like
Because
your
I'm in
teacher-
6th, remember?
Yes, and I'm so glad you're in 6th grade with us. So it sounds like your teacher in 5th grade had you doing what we call triage.
She used that word too, but I didn't know what it meant. Because my mom said something about mash.
So what? Do you play any sports, Marty?
Yeah, I'm basketball. My coach said I'm fast.
Ah. So does your coach ask you to practice?
Yeah.
Yeah. And does that practice make you better or worse?
Feel better or feel worse or just better at the game?
Make you better at the game.
Yeah, I'm probably the best free throw shooter we got.
That's fantastic.
You should come to my game once.
Maybe I will. So one of the things I'd like to help you with is practice getting better at when you think things aren't fair, the adults are being unfair, that you can have a response that doesn't get you in trouble. So with that practice is what we triage.
That's what my teacher did.
Well, there you go. It sounds like you'll be able to do it really well then.
I'm pretty good at it.
Would you like to do that 4 or 5 times a day?
Probably 3.
Okay, so if I choose, it's gonna be 5.
I'll pick 4, please.
Okay. So what we're gonna do is, and I'm show her the triage form, and we talk about the questions maybe even, which questions will be good for
I want you to
her.
ask me what I'll say if it's unfair.
Okay, so,
I got a hangnail.
which will happen too in the conversation.
Kinda hurts. Can I go to the nurse?
I think you'll be fine. So, when you think things are unfair,
Mm-hmm.
is it gonna be better to respond with, I think this is unfair, or yell?
I think this is unfair.
Okay, we talked about that a minute ago, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're talking
So-
about it again.
We are, because that's gonna be part of our triage. So I just wanna make sure you had the right answer.
Yeah, I think this is unfair. In a calm voice.
Yeah.
Don't shout it out.
Very good. Is that what your teacher taught you last year in 5th grade?
Yeah,
Awesome.
I told you.
Awesome.
I was doing good until the sub came in.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have you carry around this triage pass.
Yeah.
Each day you'll get a new one.
Yeah, she gave me a practice pass. That's what she called it.
Okay. And so you said you wanted 4, so 4 times a day. You need to find a teacher, 4 different teachers during the day.
I know who I'm gonna go to.
Awesome. And practice that with
Wait, can I go to Miss Redneth sometimes?
Yeah. Would it be better for you
I
to
like
just,
her.
let me ask you about that. Would it be better for you to just to walk in her office and say, hey, I'm ready to triage? How do you think you should do that?
I gotta talk to her about when I could come in.
Fantastic. You're doing such a great job.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe she gets here early every morning. Maybe I'll go there.
Okay. So, when you know, we kind of talked about this before, but when you do something that's kind of hurtful, what do we usually do afterwards to make
Oh,
things
I
right?
know. I gotta apologize.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Okay.
I know I gotta look at you too.
Good job.
Ms. Collins, I'm sorry for saying fuck off. F off. This is a fun game because you get to do that with your colleagues. I'm sorry for saying F off. Next time I think you're unfair, I'm gonna say, this feels unfair. Can you accept my apology?
Yes, I can. Awesome.
Oh my goodness, okay. How many minutes do you think that took? A little while.
7:32.
7:32. An hour and a half. Laura, shh. Can you sit quietly over there? Okay, seriously, if I left out my goofiness, okay, you should be able to have that conversation in 5 minutes. So, if you're getting a kid out of class, you talk about the last 5 minutes of class. Now, not without a teacher's permission, because they may be teaching right up to the bell. I'll be honest, we say bell to bell, but a lot of times we're doing some independent things by the end of the hour, right? You may have to do it during a lunchtime. And I don't know what your lunch shifts look like, if it's all one grade level at a time or not. Okay, so here's your job. Practice. Here's the